task number 15, fecal centrifugation and flotation. I'm going to be performing this on Coco, 5-year-old female spayed Shih Tzu mix. So I've got my sample here as well as a tongue depressor. I'm going to go ahead and get about a 1/4 teaspoon of my sample. Remove the cap from my tube first. I'm going to be using a non-additive tube. I've got about a 1/4 teaspoon of my sample. I'm just going to place it into my tube. And I'm going to fill my tube about halfway up with fecal salt. And I'll use my applicator stick to mix my sample in with my fecal salt until there are no large clumps. Fill my tube up the rest of the way until it's about 1/2 inch from the top. Okay. Place the top back on my tube. And then I'm going to place it into my centrifuge. I'm going to place it in number 2 with my balancer tube. Number 4. And I'm going to centrifuge this at 1300 to 1500 RPMs for 3 to 5 minutes. I'll go ahead and turn that on. And then I'm going to start my timer. I've preset it for 4 minutes, so I'll go ahead and start that. And we'll be back once it's finished spinning.
Yep.
Alright, so now that our sample is finished in the centrifuge, I'm going to go ahead and remove it. Balancer tube as well. Go ahead and remove the top from our tube. And then I'm going to add more of my fecal salt just to create a meniscus on top. So our fecal salt, just so you guys know, is sodium nitrate solution. As you can see, there's a nice rounded top or a meniscus on top of the tube. And go ahead and grab a cover slip slide, and I'll just place that on top of the tube. I'm going to go ahead and set my timer for 15 minutes and allow the cover slip to sit on top of the tube for that amount of time. We'll be back once it's finished.
Yep.
Alright, so now that our cover slip has been placed on our tube and has had time to set for 15 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and remove it and place it onto a microscope slide. I've already labeled the slide with her name, the specimen, as well as the date, so I'm going to go ahead and remove the cover slip from my tube. Place it in the middle of my slide with the liquid side down. I'm going to place it on my microscope with the frosted side to the left. Microscope on, and I'll go ahead and adjust the light for my vision. I'm just going to go ahead and focus the microscope slide while on the 4x power. And then I'll go ahead and move up to my 10x power just to grossly view the slide for any cells or ova. am seeing some plant material, which was grossly viewed in the stool as well. I'm also seeing some specimens that appear to be roundworm ova, so I'm just going to move up to my 40x power just to view them on a higher power just to confirm if they are or not. And on the higher power, they don't appear to have the pitted outer edge as the roundworm should. So moving up to the higher power did confirm that they're not. I'm just going to go back to my 10x power to finish grossly viewing the slide. So there were no ova seen on Coco's fecal. I'm going to go ahead and alert the doctor, and then we'll be back to discuss some of the different parasites that can be seen on fecal. I'm going to go ahead and discuss the types of parasites that can be seen in canine and feline fecal floats. So first we've got the roundworms, which are common in both species. They're normally they can be passed by the fecal oral transmission or by the milk passed from young from the mother. Next will be the hookworms. They can be seen in both species as well. They can cause bloody diarrhea, and a fresh sample of stool is needed for diagnosis. Next is the whipworm. It's more commonly seen in the canine species, although it can be seen in feline species. It is an ovular shape and has polar plugs at either end or at both ends. Next is the tapeworm. Tapeworm can be seen in both species as well. It's most commonly diagnosed by segments of the adult worm being passed in the feces and is caused by ingestion of a flea. For protozoa, two of the types of protozoa that can be seen would be Coccidia and Giardia. Coccidia, they can be diagnosed on fecal floats. Coccidia the oocytes will be smaller, so it may need to be viewed at a higher power to be seen. And Giardia, the most effective flotation would be the zinc sulfate to be able to see the cyst.